commitment is something that I feel like is missing in this generation. Nobody wants to commit. I'm telling you for real. Nobody wants to commit.
So people,
hold on. Why is that a problem?
Nobody wants to commit.
Wait, are you relationship shaming?
Okay,
I don't understand. Who told you she was from her?
Sorry. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Life and people are so dynamic, so people should just pick what works for them. And the question I have for you is, why is what other people are doing? Why does it bother you so much? If you want to marry. Why is other people not getting married? Why is it such a problem for you?
hi guys, welcome to another episode of Letsloosenup podcast. Today we're going to be talking about something that is to touch. It's very sensitive. When people hear this matter, especially older people, they always make their brain touch, and it's about marriage. And we meet today. I have Divers Ume and Muna to join me on this conversation. And the question is: marriage, never? What's it for you? Marriage, yes or no?
Yes, marriage, absolutely. Yes.
You sound like a soft baby boy. Like yes, just said yes.
Soft
like
boy.
Absolutely.
What for you? What marriage? Yes.
Marriage, never.
Never.
Like never.
Never.
Like never.
You don't get married?
Nah.
Why? You don't want? Why?
Nah. Like why would I want to get married? This is my choice, though.
Why won't you want to get married?
Nah, I don't want to get married. Like I can date people, but I don't want to get married.
Or you don't want to be dating people up and down? No married.
Maybe.
Why do you want to get married?
Because marriage is a beautiful thing.
Though.
When you say marriage is a beautiful thing, have you experienced marriage before?
I haven't, but I've seen people experience marriage.
Okay, so what's your take on the people that experience it? Because the ones I've seen, they are killing them.
So it's that's not an excuse.
Literally.
It's still not an excuse for not getting married. Yes, and the reason is because that is not the only thing that we do in life that doesn't work out, or we see people fail at. The fact that people fail at something doesn't mean that you're also going to fail at that same.
But there are hundreds of them that
because
failed on it.
There are also hundreds of people that have successful.
Please
marriage.
name, because I know a lot of people that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, they are.
Give me one name.
Bad news are just like very quick to to fly.
Okay,
around.
so the good news are not very quick.
No, the good. No, I mean that's a natural
So,
thing.
the bad
are very
news.
quick to run. So we get to see the bad things. I mean, way more than the good thing. But I can tell you for a fact that marriage is a beautiful thing. There are a lot of marriages out there.
What are the beautiful things about this marriage that you are particular
Thank
about?
you.
Companionship.
You can get that.
You cannot get. See, you
marriage-
can't get companionship from side chicks.
You can't.
You
I can get companionship from my brother.
You cannot get
Excuse
the kind of
me.
companionship
I can get it from my father.
You cannot get that same kind of companionship.
So what's the
from
difference?
your partner.
What's the companionship of a partner that stands out from companionship of a side chick, girlfriend, sibling, best friend? What's the difference?
This is someone that, personally, someone that you are not related to by blood. So it means that this person has a different, a diverse, thinking about things. So you're trying to accommodate the person, and the person is also trying to accommodate you. It's a stage of life. It's a process that forms you and makes you better.
But you try to accommodate your family too.
No, your family, these are people that you grew up with, most likely grew up with. These are people that you most likely grew up in the same environment. These are people that you most likely do things with every now and then. These are people that, to an extent, they have their judgment, in quotes, might be clouded. And that's because they're trying to put some kind of emotions to things. But when you have a companion, this is someone that I'm doing this, like I'm into this because it is both of us. It's not just because of me. So I'm making decisions based on the fact that I know that, okay, if I make a wrong decision for you, it's also going to affect me.
What I'm hearing from you is that marriage is an unnecessary hardship to put upon yourself. Because
Thank you.
Make decisions.
This one,
If it's that deep, then why bother? You understand?
So like I said, I personally equate marriage to, it might not be the same on the same level, but I feel like the same way we take on marriages and relationships, it's the same way we do our everyday life. It's the same way we make some decisions.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I personally, that's the way I think. It's the same way we make our everyday decision. There's no decision.
There's a big difference
There is
with
no
married and your
difference.
everyday
So wait,
Tell me
decision.
one big
So
difference.
let me ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. So are you saying that is it possible for someone that is not married to exist? When I say exist, to live a life, a good life, be successful, you understand, be happy, have children on the side, not even necessarily have children, but my point is it compulsory that for your life to be fulfilled, you have to be married?
Okay, so
Why? And if that, then why? What's the X factor?
no, I don't think for your life to be fulfilled,
Bam.
you have to get married.
Now it's not
Wait, no. I'm not saying
stop.
marriage is 100% compulsory, but here is the thing. Listen to me. Marriage is a stage of life that I feel like if you can attain that stage, then you have a high level.
So you're
of
trying to say that people
fulfillment.
that actually get into marriage, like they can actually live the marriage, like when they experience it, they can live it after
That's
they've
not what I'm
experienced that
saying.
I
marriage.
know
Because
what
the
I-
fun thing about marriage,
what
yeah,
I'm hearing is that what you're telling me is that it's like going to school having a BSc. The way you say I have a master's, I have PhD. Because what you're telling me is that it's like it's a stage that if you can,
You have to
if you can-
accomplish.
yes,
Champ.
accomplish it, then yes, I've
So-
put another feather.
So
In my
let me
field.
explain something to you. The way it's supposed to be, like you just use BSc, if not because of the kind of system we have where you can actually, have a BSc certificate and not be a BSc person. When I mean a BSc person, it means that you probably not, you didn't write your exams yourself, you didn't do all that. If it is the way it's supposed to be, every BSc graduate, you don't have to be told because there's no way you pass through school and school won't pass through you. So there's no way you would in quote pass through marriage and people would
Okay.
see.
What you are
Okay,
talking-
marriage is different
what-
from
what-
BSc.
what you are talking of? You're
Marriage
talking
is
of
quite
marriage on
different.
paper.
As in, thank
No,
you.
that's my point.
No, on paper. No, let me on
No,
paper.
it's not on paper
wait,
alone.
on-
This is why I said it's not
Let
paper
me-
alone.
let
Is
me
that
tell you
have you
that
seen
thing.
cases where people walk in
Wow.
places and they're like, it's like this person is married, and the reason is because of the way the person just does
Have
things.
you also seen
Wait,
cases, have you
does
seen
what?
cases
Like-
that people are hitting on girls and they'll find out later?
Like I have a lot of
and say,
married
"I
men
have
on
no
my
idea
DM.
that he was-"
Plenty,
was
yoga,
married.
Because the
plenty.
person's plan is to make you not have an idea that he was married. To
There are those people that
he wasn't wearing
come
his
front,
ring.
like they come to me and tell me, "Oh, I'm married, but I'm an open-minded person. This or tall, and you expect me now I should go into that marriage? My dear, it's my decision.
Let me tell you.
It's my choice.
Honestly, what I feel is that marriage is not something that if you want to do it, fine. But don't now make it seem as if it's the ultimate.
Honestly, and this is what our parents
it's
are
not
normally
the
do. They feel like,
ultimate.
oh,
But yeah.
after school you need to
I'm
get
not
into
saying-
that.
Don't get me wrong.
I need to do a
Don't
one
get me
day.
wrong. I'm not
I need to
saying
go and
marriage-
dance.
I'm not saying marriage is the ultimate, but okay. So now my issue is most people that say they don't want to get married, they say that because of reasons I feel are not.
Well,
important.
maybe okay.
What are the
Yes,
Maybe
that's the reason.
okay,
That's
so
the
you're-
thing, and
you're-
that's
so
my
you're
issue.
trying to say now that people that don't want to
My
get married
chest.
is either maybe they're coming from a failed, a broken family,
Yes.
or as you said you have married people in your DNA.
Yes, I do.
Like-
I do.
like-
So is
But-
that the reason why you don't want
let
to
me
get-
give you
yeah.
my parents, they've stayed for 35 years. They are still married.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they are
Okay.
still married, but that doesn't give me the right to say, oh yes, I want to marry. That doesn't give me the right to say, oh yes, this generation is different from their generation. Generation, they could accommodate a lot of things that we cannot do now.
I get what you're saying.
Do you understand?
So what's saying is that
Generation-
we're too outspoken now. We now know.
Yes,
our
we
truth.
know what
And
we
are like,
want. We
yes,
know what we need.
Nobody can. So now, what I'm trying to say is that what symbolizes marriage now does not make sense to this generation in the sense that, according to the Bible, let's be honest, the Bible says that
Okay,
a woman
you're
should,
bringing Bible.
What's that word? To her husband.
Yeah, should leave a parent's house.
No. She has to. What's that? I've forgotten that word. She has to submit.
Submit.
God
Okay,
bless
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God bless you, and that's why we'll be. Yeah. So the Bible says that a
Okay.
woman has to submit to her husband. But now, in this generation, nowadays, we have women that are stand alone independent. They don't need a man to survive. So for you, how do you now come out of your independent, self-sufficient self and now come into a marriage and say you want to submit and say, you know what, you are the Lord and all. Your decision is final.
To start with, that submission right there, we are getting it wrong. That submission that the Bible mentioned doesn't mean that the woman is a slave to the to the husband.
No, that's what it means.
That's not what it means.
They say kneel down and serve your husband.
That is not what
you cannot talk
means.
to your husband. Your husband has
no,
to take care of
no. That's not true. That's not in the Bible. Those are not in the Bible.
Humor me.
Those are traditional cultural defects.
I'm sorry, but
Those
in
are
the Bible
cultural-
they said,
wait.
Can I
okay.
just say something?
Yeah.
Welcome.
You realize that you are a fanboy for marriage, right? And that is fine.
Baby
The
boy marriage.
The problem is that you need to understand that not everybody has your temperament. I think a big problem that people have is that they realize that they feel like everybody is them.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
Same.
your attributes, your behaviors, your personality cannot be found in any other person. So for you to say that, oh, everybody should marry, how do you know that they are built for marriage?
Okay, so
Hold on, I'm going somewhere with this. It is all right to want marriage. That's perfectly fine. It should also be all right to not want marriage. Because at the end of the day, we are not the same people.
there's heaven,
Because
there's hell.
I just
Thank
noticed
you.
that your entire argument has just been based
Some
on
people want
how
hell.
you feel.
Okay,
And I cannot
okay.
feel how you feel because I am not you.
Okay,
How do you-
so let's do
So how do you
something.
feel? How do you feel?
I
Exactly.
don't-
How do you
The way
feel?
you feel like it's some status symbol. I don't
But how
feel
do you
that
feel?
way.
Okay,
Hold
so-
on.
How do you
So,
feel about marriage?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The way he feels like it's some status symbol
Yes,
to
but
attain.
to you.
I don't feel that
What
way.
is it to you?
How I feel
Exactly.
like it's something that people make a decision to do, or people should make a decision to do when they feel they've met the person they can do that with.
Okay.
And the issue is not everybody's going to meet that person.
Sometimes you feel like you've met the person. They may not even lie. Sometimes you
And
feel like you've met that person in your life.
I get what
You feel like, oh, this is your end time. This is your last bus stop.
I
But
get what
let
you're
me
saying.
tell you something.
happen.
So
During that marriage, during that procedure of that marriage, you will realize that, oh, that's your
long.
enemy.
And that's what
Forever
she
is
said.
That's your
long.
enemy.
People change. People
Yeah.
are dynamic. So the fact is, no marriage is 100%. You can never know the outcome. So you enter it.
Yeah, but that-
Because people will always change.
And that's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. But the issue is that it's not everybody that's going to take
It's
that
not everybody
risk.
that
And that's
can
okay.
take that whole damage,
Okay.
all the
And
whole
that's
divorce,
that should be okay.
cheating,
I don't think it should
marrying
even.
somebody and the
Yeah,
person.
it's not
So I
everybody
feel
has
like-
to go through
and
that.
I feel like you're one of those people that if we had the opportunity to actually choose our families, I feel like you would I don't know if I should say this, probably you might or may, I'm not saying, I'm not sure, but choose your parents. So wait, because here's the thing, we didn't choose our parents. We didn't choose, there are a lot of things we didn't get to choose. But guess what? As time goes on, we try to, adapt. Now, it might be, for some people, it's a bad thing because they couldn't find themselves along the line. But most of us, I would say most of us, with the advent of, in quotes, our wokeness, we've been able to find ourselves. So why can't we channel that same way, that same technique to... See, nothing is perfect. That's what you need to understand. Nothing is perfect. Now, I know that there are some marriages that I personally would be like, yo, you need to leave this marriage. Like, you need to leave this marriage. But regardless, there are some few things, there's some few reasons why people don't want to get into this. And that commitment is something that I feel like is missing in this generation. Nobody wants to commit. I'm telling you for real.
Hold on, I have a
Nobody
question.
wants to
Hold
commit.
So people,
Hold on. Why is that a problem?
Nobody wants to commit.
Hold on.
I have a question
Why
too,
isn't
for you.
Okay.
Talking about marriage, have you ever been in a serious relationship?
Yeah.
How long?
Were you committed to the
11 months.
relationship?
Yes, I was.
11 months.
So
And that's the
if you
highest.
can be committed to the
Highest
relationship,
11 months. And you think,
if you can be
Come on.
committed to the
Excuse me,
Hold
who
on.
told you
When
that?
you are
Who told you the issue was from her?
Are you relationship shaming?
okay.
me?
I don't understand. Who told you the issue was from her?
Okay,
It could be from...
sorry. Okay, let me ask you a question. So, have you worked, like, what's the highest number of years you've worked in a particular place before?
A year?
A year. So that's the highest.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I feel like this is so. I mean, if you had
Wow.
more than a year, then I'll probably say,
Wow.
oh, why were you able to spend more than a year and you couldn't spend
let me
like
ask you-
11
let me
months?
ask you-
More than 11 months in a relationship.
I know where to come from.
Why
now.
do-
I need to wait. Let me tell you what.
And you
I
feel
feel like arguing
you're
is
right
this
now.
kind
You
of
feel like
podcast. No, I have a
no.
question.
You feel like the
Hold on,
problem is the
wait.
person, not
Hey,
you.
people,
You don't listen.
let's loosen
Wow.
up. Let's calm down. Yeah. So my question now for you is that,
For me.
yeah, for you. And listen. So
If
you
you ask me
feel,
any really personal questions, I won't answer.
no, it's not personal. I feel
I'm
like
just letting you know.
if-
I won't answer you. I'm listening.
you were in a relationship for 11 months
Mhm.
and you build out. You build out.
I
or
build out.
You build out. So do you feel like marriage is something that does not give? You feel like it's too deep for you to take that risk and step into and say, I want to build out. So your own is that I'm not even doing. I don't want to try. See, in
Yeah,
case it
that's
doesn't.
pretty much where I am.
That's where you are, see. Okay. So, but why did you haven't? What happened? Why did?
I don't want to get into that.
No, oh, she's
I
blushing.
don't want to
No,
get. I
she's
don't. I
fine.
actually don't want to get into that.
No, it was it a you thing or a he thing?
It was a both of us thing. We're just not compatible.
So, but if you see someone that is compatible, what's the highest you
That's
think you
what I'm
can
saying.
date the person?
I don't know. When I get there, I'll figure it out.
Thank you. When we cross, when we
I'm
see
a
that
firm
bridge,
believer.
you are not
crossing.
married.
I'm
But
a
is
very
it like-
firm believer in
going to-
I cannot tell the future. When you ask me my views on marriage, my views on marriage,
Yeah, for
it's
now.
not
it's
something
not-
I want. But if at any point in time I feel like I meet somebody that makes me think I would want to try it, maybe. But I've accepted that I will never meet that person, and I'm fine with that.
Huh.
So,
I'm okay with that.
amongst our
I'm sorry,
individual
but
people,
but
you
even if
feel
So,
like
can I say something? Let me just finish this point. You know what people need to survive? Community. Now the issue is in our parents' time, community had to be your family.
That's why we have
It had to
community
be your
friends.
it had to be your nuclear family. It had to be your mom, your dad, your this, your that, your that. That was the family system there. And that was fine, it worked for them. Now people's community, it's different things. I have people that live with like maybe 3 of their friends and that's their family. They do everything together, they celebrate everything together, they love each other, they take care of each other, whatever. They date outside, whatever, things happen. And they love each other like
You have a
that.
family system.
I have a family system. I was with my parents today.
Do you love the family system?
I love my family, but I have another family aside from my family.
Wow.
I have family that I chose.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
That's why I say-
but
I
you have a
always say-
family system that
Yeah, I
works
do.
that you like.
Yeah, I mean, it has its own issues, so I can't live with them. But I mean, I'm thankful for them. They're good. They're cool people. I love my parents. I love my brother. But I'm very different from them.
Okay.
Like I'm the most odd one out of my family. I'm the rebel or whatever.
Yeah.
But they, particularly my mom, kind of accept me as I am, even though there's still the
Yeah.
it's one-on-one, but we're good, right?
Yeah.
And I love them. But the fact is, there's a level of acceptance I will never feel from them. And I've accepted that. There's some things about me that my parents simply can never understand.
Okay.
And that's fine. And that's why I have my community, my friends.
Those ones understand.
Yes,
the
I chose these people. We met each other. We chose each other. So we both know each other for who we are right now. My parents are still looking at me as their 7-year-old daughter.
But
that they
you,
want to
sorry, excuse me,
particularly-
sorry. You saying that you chose the people is basically you can also choose. You can also choose the person that you want to be with, and also build that family that you want to
What I'm
build.
saying,
Literally,
what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be that way. There are options.
there are options.
My point is,
Like if
what
you
we
can,
need-
it happens. It happens.
my
but
point,
it's
what
not
I'm
that-
trying to say, I need a way to try and get my point.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we need as human beings is community. That community can exist in the form of a nuclear family, your husband, your wife, and children. It can also exist in other forms. The point is we need community. Simple. My point is not only the nuclear family system is valid.
So, okay, so you're open-minded. Like you can do like
That's not.
broad.
It's not even just
You can
that.
polygamous.
That's not what I'm saying.
are you
I'm
committed? That community, are you committed?
You're committed to that friendship. You're committed to always loving each other.
Oh.
It's just that it's a different kind of commitment. My point is, that's the family life you have chosen. So why does it have to be this one? What law puts it that marriage is the one family type you must do? Why?
They love the Bible.
But I'm not religious. Oh yeah. So why should I follow life? I'm not
As a
religious.
matter of fact,
Okay,
sorry.
as a matter of fact, I'll tell you this straight up. 70% of the people I've met that don't want to get married are polyamorous.
Okay.
So
I'm not even polyamorous. Oh yeah.
I'm not
that's
saying.
the
So
monogamous.
70%
All
are
right, let's do
polyamorous.
some
70% are people that don't want to be committed. There are people that want to be in an open relationship. Do you understand?
That's
So
what
it
I
doesn't
love.
make sense to me. There are people that I know.
So-
I'm coming. Sorry. There are people that I know that they like. Okay, you know what? I don't want to get married. They can give if you give me excuses about divorce rate, about men being, scum and all that.
Side
Fine.
chicks and all
But
that.
people
Sorry,
give me
just
excuses.
before you're done,
Yeah.
I just might want to ask you something. Can't continue.
Okay. So a great number of people that I've met that don't want to get married, they don't want to get married because they don't want to commit. Because it is very obvious in their life, like outside
I'm sorry.
the relationship space.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No, of course it's not.
Like, no wonder you are talking. No wonder you are talking like this. Like literally. Wow.
That's not true.
Wow.
That's not
No
true.
wonder you are open like this. Like bad. You're talking from your imagination.
Can you raise
Don't-
it?
You're
really talking from imagination, like,
Do
really.
you think it's okay to raise a child?
Of course.
Outside of marriage?
Of course.
Yes, like there are a lot of single
What's the
moms
difference?
that actually
I
they
don't
are
think
damn.
So, but my question is,
Making
okay,
it.
if you do that, will you have a relationship with a okay, you
If
grew up
the
in a
father wants to
family
be
unit.
involved,
You grew up
fine.
in a family
Yeah.
unit. you liked it.
He had his problem. Let me know.
I know everything has its problem. That's what he's saying. But do you feel like if you have like a baby daddy, do you feel like
No, yeah,
Nah.
if I'm
Nah.
gonna be alone, it's going to be like sperm donor.
Honestly.
Just me and my child.
okay, and you
Yes.
same sperm donor?
Yeah, I don't.
And I'm making my money. My money is coming. Me and my child, we are like
I'm not doing that.
flying the world,
Or
literally.
either that, or I pick a friend that also doesn't want to get married. Besides, I reach out together.
Pele.
And it's like
Can I be your friend? We'll talk about that later.
That's really where I'm at. I just feel like life and people are so dynamic. So people should just pick what works for them. And the question I have for you is, why is what other people are doing? Why does it bother you so much? If you want to marry. Why is other people not getting married? Why is it such a problem for you?
Do you have your
Why do you have
when
to
you wake
have
up
a
in the
say on what
morning?
other people
Do you have a bath every day?
Of course it's
Everybody does that.
yeah.
But why do you have a bath every day? Is it because of you or because everybody does it?
No, because
Because
I
you
don't want to
choose to actually have your bath
because I don't
every
want to
day.
smell myself and be repulsed.
So
That's why I have my bath every
So
day.
my thing is that what I'm trying to me too. I used to say my mother wants to have a hypertension because honestly I'm not young and I'm not old. You get, and I'm the firstborn, and my parents have been like stylish. My sister is married, has a kid. My brother is about to get age. Everybody's like, oh, married. But I'm more with you in the sense that if I don't see the person
I'm
that
not
I
going
can,
to do it.
no essence. But my problem with
stress.
that thing is that what it puts you is that you don't know till you try. You get. And that's the problem. So I feel like sometimes it's just more of a
But
fear.
you know,
It's
there
not
are
like-
some people.
it's
There are
not
some people
like
that
you don't,
the
because
people.
what you are saying
There are some
is
people that
if
they've met a lot of rubbish
So-
people
so-
in their life.
Yes.
And you don't expect them to continue trying rubbish
But what
people.
I'm hearing is that
Literally.
if I find somebody that I feel like, yes, it seems as if we have an understanding.
But let me tell you something.
We can
Wait
go
first.
all
Your
the way.
exes, your exes, like you guys, when you first met, you guys felt like you guys could go for
So-
that
No,
in life,
some
right?
of them I knew was just for
So
moment.
Oh, but there are some, the other some, if you felt like you guys could
you go
build
all-
something.
Yeah.
But what happened?
What happened? The shit went down.
Oh, that's what happens
But
with
the
marriage
difference
too.
is that what it's trying to
Shit
tell you-
goes
That's
down.
why I say the institution is that when you are in that space, it now gives. That's what it's trying to say, that you now know that you have to make extra effort. So this is not a one night stand. This is not a
Definitely,
boyfriend,
didn't you make
girlfriend.
extra efforts when you went to?
No, sometimes.
Oh, you did not make extra efforts.
Sometimes you
Sometimes
know that
Oh.
you know what, fuck off. I'll see
do
someone.
it.
else. That's
Wow.
what he's trying to say.
And another point is, so you asked me if I'm currently dating. No, I'm not currently dating. I've not been
Really
dating for a
answered.
while.
You know.
Now, the reason why I'm not, because I'm of the school of thought is, why would I date someone that I don't think I can get married to? Hold up. Now,
That's really good.
yeah, I mean, I'm of that, and this
But can
is
you
something.
sleep with someone that you might not get me?
Okay, just
Wow.
No,
But no, answer that question. Answer that question. Literally. Answer that question. Answer. Yes or no. Yes
I
or
was going
no.
somewhere.
Yes or no.
What was your question?
Have you slept
Can
with
you-
people that you know that you're not?
Hey, you're actually not
It's the same question. It's literally the same. So yes or no.
That's even real. So all people you slept with.
I said yes.
Did you think
So I cannot categorically tell you if I'm a virgin or not. So, but
well,
I
all
can,
the people you slept with, you think that you are going to marry them?
that is a different case.
Okay, let me ask you.
I could have- wait.
You slept with people before. But the institution that you are protecting says that
You have.
No.
You get
So
my.
that's the thing. I am
It's
not
religious.
coming
It's
from
religious.
No.
You are religious.
I am religious. I am religious.
But
Yes, but I am not coming fully on the religious aspect on this point. And see, so this is my point. I've not dated for a while now. And part of the reasons
Well,
why
that's a while. Have you been?
have you been?
I mean.
that's not the point.
Oh, okay.
So the reason
is
why,
going to be too easy.
and
Alright.
the funny thing is, it's very easy for me to date. In quotes, I mean,
Easy for you to date.
As in, I don't.
wait, this is what I'm saying.
A lover boy.
I'm not going to. My point is, it's not like I don't see people that are pretty, like, yo, they're
Pretty.
thousands of
Wow.
people. No, wait, let me land.
Conversation, focus.
Now, so, but the point is, there is something I want. There's something I want to build. And I feel like, as a matter of fact, that thing also helps my career growth. For example, there's some kind of ladies I would not date because I would feel like this kind of person would affect. This is not even marriage. This kind of person would affect my personal career at that moment. So I wouldn't do that. And that's one of the reasons why I have been taking my time to choose, who I want to date. This is not even getting, this is not about marriage right now. So if you're telling me that because how many people have you dated? How many people have you seen? Do you know how many people we have in this world? And you making decisions based on the fact that you've had a couple of exes, you thought this was going to be the end, and it was never, and it's not the end. And because of that reason, you decide.
That's why I feel that.
Exactly, that's why you decide to say.
That's why I feel is marriage never.
Thank you.
Out of all this beautiful
marriage never.
Not said to be one.
Marriage never.
You're polyamorous. No, you're telling me the problem is because you're going to settle with one person. Then you're polyamorous.
Let me not lie now. To be honest, I'll say it here. Another thing I have against marriage is that I don't think that if I'm going to get married, I want to marry and stay in that marriage and not.
Thank you.
Exactly, same with me.
I know that. I don't think that now because every time I stepped out today, I'm still fine girls. I'm like, oh man.
Thank you.
So
let me even give you one
when
of my.
you take a job and you sign a contract.
No,
See, that's the
it's
thing.
not the same
No.
thing.
I know it's not the same thing, but see, as a matter of fact, the way I personally I feel like if I make some decisions, and the funny thing is, I discovered that I make good decision career-wise than in my relationship. I'm like, why?
Wow.
I
need to pray about it.
So no. And the reason is because we tend to think that when it comes to career, we can wing it. Like you can do shit, like you can do whatever. But when it comes to relationship, it just has to be right. It has to be perfect. I need to be when I'm coming. I need to do a yes or no thing, and that's the problem. We take it too serious. You were talking about the fact that you have to stay with one woman. I can say it on camera and I can say it anyway. Personally, I've never ever cheated in a relationship before. Hold on. And I feel like
Sorry, wait. What's your definition of cheating? Let me even tell you. What is your definition of cheating? Because you cannot say sex doesn't define cheating.
Yes, I can tell you can mention anytime.
You accommodating another lady also defines cheating.
I like what you are saying.
Wait.
So cheating is not only sexual.
It's not only sexual.
Okay, let me
You giving a girl thank you.
Making money and not telling your partner. But I know that today we're not going to leave here because.
Let me make it. Just chill. So my point is, I was able to achieve. Wait. I was able to achieve that because I made a personal decision.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm able to stay that way in a relationship without cheating and I'm able to control myself in that regard, I feel like it was going to affect my everyday life.
Do you know that wait.
So what you do is
what I'm saying.
Hold on. Not to applaud a fish for swimming, but it's a really good thing that you have that self-control. That means you can actually enter marriage, which is great.
So you're telling me that the self-control is what is missing in people that
The thing I said before was that who you are, like your personality, the self-control is part of it. Your views towards marriage.
Here's another mistake people make. So, cheating and self-control is more to marriage than it. So, some people feel like if I marry a virgin, you understand?
That's life.
My marriage is perfect. I've been with virgins that they don't do penetrative sex, but the things they've done, their husband finds out.
It's way more than
they come on their breast and all those things, and the husband be like, "Oh shit, but I thought I married a virgin." So, not cheating in a relationship does not mean that that's the ultimate, but. You know what? So that you can live here today, people not let me. I can't even hear anything again. I just want us to live on the final.
I just want him to accept the fact that his marriage never. Literally.
So
because basically what he has been saying here shows that wow.
I just want you to tell what you believe. Just tell people out there if his marriage never, a word of if you don't want to marry, blah 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 blah. If you want to marry, blah 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 blah, and let's go home and have peace because we will not live here today. So. Mona,
okay. Please. Yeah, so I really just feel like so it's your choice to marry. But if you feel like that person is not worth you having a lifetime together, like literally don't even bother. If you have that double doubt is something that you cannot even say you want to even okay, if you have that mindset, okay, yes, you cannot spend a lifetime with this person, please don't try it. Marriage is not by force. No matter how they say marriage is beautiful, it's love that is beautiful, it's loyalty that is beautiful, it's commitment that is beautiful. And if you don't have all those, please don't enter into marriage, please. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Marriage isn't compulsory. If you want to do it, great. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's not by force. It's a choice. We're human beings. We're all different people. People are dynamic, whatever. If marriage is your thing, go for it. If marriage isn't your thing, then don't do it. It's not even a conversation.
I swear.
Do what you want. It's not my business. It's nobody's business. Do what the fuck you want.
Diverse.
Marriage is a beautiful thing.
Oh, God.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Wow.
I'm going to say this anytime.
Bravo.
Commitment is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing.
Love that for you.
And those are the things that makes our relationship, worthwhile. So yes, fine if you don't want to get married, don't get married. But marriage is a beautiful thing. That's what I
And for me, Opeko, what I'll say to you is that it's simple. It's not everybody that drinks, it's not everybody that smokes. You understand? It's not everybody that likes girls with breasts, it's not everybody that likes girls with bum bum. So there's marriage. If marriage is your thing, fine. If you can deal with it, deal with it. If you can't deal with it, Baba, the worst mistake you can make in life is to marry and be sad in a marriage. Yeah, you'll be depressed for life. So on this note, thank you, drivers. Thank you, Alake. Thank you, Muna. It's Let's Losing Up podcast on YouTube, LLD_pod on Instagram, LLD_pod on Twitter. Follow, like, share, comment. We have other brainstorming topics like this. Share your comment, and thank you guys. Thank you for being here. I love you.
Thank you for having us.
Mwah, mwah.
Bye.
Bye.